Okay, well, let's go to the basement.
To the basement, people.
All those
The
bloodstains.
It's where all the cool stuff happens.
Right.
All the freaky stuff happens in the basement.
Yeah, it's about to get weird.
Bow
Like, what do
chicka
you
bow.
think that guy really wanted for that map? He wanted to fuck on that map.
Be wary of skeleton.
Let me tell you, those bed sheets are expensive.
Bonfire.
Huh.
So this
What
won't
is
make much
this?
sense to you, but this is the map
Tri-boss.
that the guy was talking about.
Oh. Oh. Interesting.
It's a very poor map of this.
Where is
game,
the
but yeah.
North Arrow? You were a terrible cartographer.
This is before the North Arrow was invented.
I remember
I think that white
when I was
stuff is
doing
land.
structural geology classes, the big thing was we would have field maps and we'd also have cross sections. And the big thing was on a map, always draw a north arrow. If you're doing a cross section, draw a tree. Seriously, draw a tree.
Whoa.
Because you'd see it up on the ground at the very top, you'd go, oh, it's a cross section.
Was Gunther delivering that entire
Yes.
monologue
Yes,
there?
he's
Yeah.
a professor, I told you.
For some reason, I'm picturing G up like laying down on a couch while talking about this.
I actually am lying on a couch. Skeletons, my friends!
Yes.
I don't have a holy weapon, so this is going to be awkward. I'm guessing that's still a
You
thing
can
in
take
this.
him. You can take him.
Ooh, there's the bleed
Not all
damage I remember.
skeletons.
It's not that much.
Yeah, the skeleton wasn't really trying all that hard.
Friggin' try-hard skeletons. So much pitched combat.
Well, he's staying
And
in
he's dead.
pieces.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
Human effigy,
Yeah,
hey.
definitely.
Yep.
Hey!
Well,
more stuff
the
down there.
skeleton's not wiggling.
Nope. He's not gonna come back.
He dropped his item, so he's not
Aw,
coming
skeleton's gone for good.
Yeah, you've murdered him.
He didn't hit me, so
Skeleton's
I don't know
never
how
coming
hard
back.
he hits, but he gave me 700 souls, so that's never a good thing.
back. I mean, this is your house, so there are skeletons in your closet
Try
down here.
parrying. Well, shit. I'm out of luck.
Any
This is the
place you
double
get is
basement.
going to have a few skeletons in the basement.
It's really
Right.
dark.
The double basement.
It's a bit of a fix-me-up, or I mean, you may need to get a new roof and, you know, some of the electrical stuff.
Oh,
You know,
this
there's a couple
foundation
skeletons.
damage.
Bury the
Christ on a
dead.
cracker.
Yeah. This place has seen better days, but you know, I think
Estus
we could
Flash
really
Jar,
make a home
yay.
here.
Yeah, you want to
Yep.
grab that.
Visions of woman.
So- This area is actually much smaller than you would expect because we're done with it. There's one more thing here.
Yeah.
Trap ahead, therefore mimicry.
Just covering all the bases.
It's not wiggling. Well, I punched it. If that's a mimic, he has a strong jaw.
I think they all do.
Yeah, that's
It's
kind
not
of
Yeah,
a
that
big
trap
one.
They
that
eat
one is
you.
neither a trap nor a
The
mimic.
mimic is pretty much a giant jaw when you think
Soul
about it.
vessel. Huh?
I don't know what that is.
I will
Look at
say,
it.
Dark Souls 3, the very first mimic did get me.
Show this to a certain person and a vessel that will accept your souls. This will... it can allow reallocation of levels, but without...
This is the
proper
respec item.
So if you fuck up, you can respect yourself.
Does it give back all of your souls, or is it like just a certain amount of them?
It dumps everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like you'll cash it in, it'll reset to whatever your original stats were, and
It
then
gives
dump
you
all
back
the-
your levels, yeah.
the levels worth of souls in your soul pool.
That's kind of nice. Like if you get further in, you realize, oh, I wasted all these points. You can just do
I
that.
put all
Yep.
these into resistance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first game where they were like, you know, maybe we should let our player unscrew themselves, but we'll attach it to an item that's really hard to find.
Boy,
Try
I'm
jumping.
not going to be able to do that quite yet. Because of the fall that I took earlier off of that roof, that
Yeah.
even if I landed on that one, that would
Well,
still kill me.
Just
no,
so you know,
I think you'd need a ladder for
Yeah.
that.
you should go talk to Shaq because you didn't look at the items she had last time.
Cat?
Yes, Shaq.
Let's go to the cat shack.
The cat shack. Shack,
pussy
the
shack.
cat in the shack. Your house is much more
Aw.
opulent than hers now.
She's sitting up here now.
Yep, she moves around. It's great.
She forgot about me. Oh.
Didn't leave much of an impression, I guess.
She's playing games like a cat.
This is literally
Took
the
it to heart.
comic that Kubo posted in the Discord.
I want to scratch your
Oh.
ears.
She'd be okay with that, but only briefly.
Yeah, just like all
Only if
cats.
there was no eye contact. Take a look at the rings.
In a moment.
Who have grown so incredibly ancient.
Those
Talking
ones
about-
smell
she's
like
talking about the
real
old
fuckers.
They must have sprouted quite a thick coat of moss by now.
Not like you.
For heaven's sake. No one even knows their names anymore.
Oh, so they actually don't
Smell
know
like
the
a
old
real
ones' names.
motherfucker.
Oh, they're old.
They're really fucking old.
Yes.
Imagine that.
Nothing like yourself.
Frankly, you may find them strangely familiar because they're so old. But that's for another session.
Each passing day.
Interesting, because I thought the number 4 seemed very reminiscent of that.
Have you made friends with the man by the
Surprise, they're all just kings. The same boss repeated. You had to cut corners somewhere.
You can only fight one at a time.
From Software is getting into the Call of Duty
is a few tidbits.
development cycle. You have to have a new one every year.
Right.
They're a type of
They said they were going to do something else after 3.
contract, you might say.
Yeah.
Then again, they also said they were doing something else after 2.
To gain
They made
And they did, and
Bloodborne.
yeah, Bloodborne.
Well, that's what Miyazaki was doing. I mean,
At the same
is
time.
he going to basically be
technically.
like Kojima, to where people say, hey, we're going to make a Souls game? He's going to be like, no, you fucked it up. I've got to do it now.
Probably.
Do you see that oddly formed rock behind here?
Just be like, put me in coach anytime someone calls something the Dark Souls. Yeah, that's the hard mode covenant.
Yeah.
Victor Stone.
I remember.
Let me show you Victor Stone.
I don't think we've seen these conversation topics from her
You'd
before.
just as well not.
Because I don't remember her mentioning it by
think
name.
so.
I know y'all mentioning it, but
This place is already dead. Everything
Her dialogue is so fucking sporadic and weird.
Yeah, the triggers for getting her to talk about new stuff are strange.
Very
Yeah,
I
cat.
mean,
Like-
like, generally, if you talk to people after, like, you defeat a major boss, they'll say different stuff, but hers is, like, weird.
Hers is basically she'll talk about those 4 old ones that she mentioned, but only after you've killed all of them.
oh, I think this is a repeat
I
now.
presume.
I remember
Yep.
that last line. It's enough to keep
Yeah.
even a cat amused.
Well, he didn't check.
He didn't check the rings, which is the thing I wanted him to do.
Oh,
the first
whole
oh,
reason
sorry,
we
I
were
forgot.
here.
I forgot, sorry. Let me do that real fast.
Oh,
I'm back.
who are you again?
I was just here. Don't play that
Do you
game
have
with
a
me.
rather Hi,
The cat
Get
has
a
an
spray
attention
bottle
span.
out.
You're starting to wear on me. Ring of the Evil Eye. Peer too closely. This rare ring forms the eye of the ring.
That appeared in the first game?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't that Calamete's? The one that double
No.
damage? Or
No.
no.
Ring of the
Calamete's
Evil Eye you
did do
found
double
did the
damage.
same thing in the first game.
yeah.
You found it in the depths.
Yeah. Silver Cat Ring. Depicting a leaping feline. Reduces falling damage.
Huh.
Huh.
I wonder how you're supposed to get into the well.
That's 13,400. That's a lot of dosh.
Oh, right now, yeah.
Red Eye Ring. It allows you to catch flights a late hour reliably.
Right.
Yeah.
It also adds on to your frequent flyer miles.
But they're only
God.
redeemable during weekdays.
Name engraved ring. It's personalized. Just for you.
She just made you a friendship bracelet
Aw. I'd take it from the cat. Yeah.
for 6,000 souls.
Cat pal. What? Oh, that's 5,500. Wait a minute. That's expensive friendship. The Ring
Friends
of
cost money.
Whispers. Ring worn by Roy the Explorer.
Ah, yes, my
Hear
favorite
the
ring.
inner voices of surrounding foes.
It's pretty good.
Useful for locating hidden enemies.
Perhaps some
Just
other
constantly.
things.
Yeah.
Nothing's
It just
all that ring
magnifies their
does.
idle sounds or something.
No,
No.
there is one specific sound
Yeah,
that
it plays
every
a
enemy in the game
distinct
makes.
sound, but it does that for any kind of enemy.
That's literally it.
It sounds like a mix between a groan and a
It's
fart.
like
not
Navi the
literally.
Ring.
Well, I guess we could head back and try again. Boy.
Did the witch show up in here? She should
I
have.
didn't see her. Actually,
She should be over by.
No, she's
the,
over. Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. Inventory.
By
I
the
do have
wall.
the souls. Let me actually use all of these.
Sure.
Oh, I can use a whole stack. Nice.
Yes, that is one
Yeah,
of the
they
best
allowed you to-
additions.
Yeah, so you don't have to use one at a time for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go ahead and burn through these because they can probably help me out a smidge here.
Yeah, it might be
Okay.
worth investing in a little health.
Yeah. Okay, 6,900. Very nice.
Very nice.
Wow, that sex number.
Here.
Oh, that's right, the shard. Yeah.
However, fate.
Yeah. I think you have 2 shards
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
2.
Oh yeah, you got a second shard.
Yeah. So I can
You already
get.
gave me
So
my
now
own.
I'm up to 4 flasks. That's almost
Yeah.
baseline. Level up.
It's almost what I tend to expect.
Okay. Yeah, vitality. So that goes up.
So
by
like
2.
look over by the original entrance that you first went in after you level up.
Yeah, I'm just kind of tooling around here. So if I raise up my vigor.
I would say vigor.
Oh, okay, vigor's 30. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
way
vigor
more.
gives you a
Yeah.
lot of HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially up
Okay, let me
front.
see. Okay.
Good vigor to 10 or so.
Yeah. 10, that'll give me... Yeah, it gives me a little over 10% extra.
Like your stamina used to be pretty much as big as your HP was.
Yeah. Remember the days?
Incidentally, every other level will also give you a little bit of health, or every other stat will also give you a little bit of health.
Yeah, I was
That's the
noticing
way
that.
it's always been, though, I'm pretty sure.
So vitality,
Yeah.
I guess vitality I'll just trickle into over time. No sense dumping into it right now. because-
Right now, it's not a big deal because you don't have any good
Yeah.
armor.
Once
Yeah,
you
pretty
have good
much.
armor, you'll have a target to go for.
Yeah.
And that'll be when you start just filling it up.
Let me see. I'm just
Yeah,
looking
generally
at
you want
strength.
enough vitality to be under the 70% limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing something weird.
And then there's adaptability was the one you said was relatively handy.
Yes. It doesn't really show it on the screen, but you see that poise and agility down there? That's what affects that.
The agility being the
So
biggest
this really
part.
does. So this makes a big dent in poise.
It does, but it's more for the agility part, because based on certain key numbers you get in adaptability, it makes you have more invincibility frames during your roll.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Is it like?
So it's generally just good.
Well, it's
If you want, I
agility-
could look up the wiki.
Well, I mean, I'm just
but-
kind of curious. Like agility, it says 85 right now. I'm just kind of curious how it works out. I guess. I don't know.
There are certain numbers in adaptability, just like it. You just have more invincibility frames during the roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
The point where you put like 30 points in that thing, like you're invincible whenever you're rolling.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will put. I can afford 1 point, I think. Yeah. So I'll just put 1 into adaptability. Okay.
At this point, vigor and endurance are probably the 2 big ones you want to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your swings in. Get your get stabs in.
There's a little. Yeah.
Unlike the first game, all of these stats are kind of useful depending on your build.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Little
And
bit
of course, if we want to like fuck around later in the game, we can always
We can always
do
respec,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So the lady was still at that other bonfire. She hasn't appeared here yet.
Really?
She should be like right
Yeah,
behind
she's-
where you were facing.
She's
Oh,
up
did
against
she-
a
Emerald Herald
stone
before?
wall.
Yeah, she should be between the entrance to the area and the shack that guy, that the merchant who's pissed off, lives in.
We haven't seen it yet, but
The merchant is-
maybe she's not
The
there.
merchant is pissed off. You mean
It'd be
you
pretty
mean Malin?
pretty obvious.
No,
the
no,
guy who
she's
said-
not
Oh,
there.
yeah.
she's not there.
Yeah, we've got a good shot of where she would be right now.
Okay. she's just gonna lurk around out there in the alley.
Maybe go
Yeah,
back
between
to her
that
and
tree and the house.
talk to her
actually,
again just to make
actually,
sure.
I shouldn't have burned through that money, boy, because I just remember this guy.
Remember
Oh,
he
he sells,
exists
the new blacksmith sells your basic gear.
and does your basic blacksmithing.
Yeah.
One
you
thing
break
that annoys
items.
me in this game is that it takes a long time to get an infinite source of Titanite shards.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
This guy doesn't sell Titanite like Andre did.
He sells some, but it's finite.
Yeah, he sells
Yeah.
like 10.
Remember.
Yeah, 10.
10, yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
And it's just like, game, why are you doing that to me? Although, I did learn that Scholar
Hey,
actually
I'll
gives
show
you a
him.
certain item a lot earlier than the other game does, or than it used
Let me
to,
see.
related to smithing.
Oh, there's a mace with a B in strength. Hey,
Oh, there it is.
the mace.
Yes, the mace is really good in this game.
So there's a certain fact about the type of damage that it does, strike damage.
Yeah. A lot of the enemies in this game are super resistant to slashing damage. And some are resistant to piercing damage, but not a lot are resistant to striking damage.
And especially like
that a
anything
big-
in
I'm
armor.
trying to remember. Was the different types of physical still a thing in Dark Souls 1?
It was, but not to an
Because
extent
I
that
don't
this
remember
game
it
has.
coming
Right.
up very much, at least if it was in that.
Yeah, you could get away
Yeah,
with
there-
using whatever you wanted, really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Here, there are some things. That
Early
are like,
game, that mace that's the Drake sword of this game. This mace is really good for like the first third of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fire sword's pretty good, but I might switch over to the mace to try it out because
Yeah,
it's,
I would save up and buy it just to try it out because you'll probably switch.
Yeah, because I mean, I want to go toward. I'm gonna probably maybe go toward sort of a strength. Try that out as a stat. Let me see.
That's the way to do it.
I mean, early game, sure, go strength because that's what the mace use. And then, I mean,
Yeah.
halfway through,
Because I mean,
you
my
switch
strength
if
is
you
at
feel like it.
15, and that has better stats in the strength because this. Let me see here.
This game, like, in a playthrough, you'll get 2 or 3 of those respec things. So
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
hard.
we could always fuck around.
Oh yeah, fire sword. Yeah, because that doesn't have stat effects. This is just gonna take a D from strength, so it's kind of like.
Yeah.
So let me see.
I don't think you
There-
have any extra souls lying around.
You
though.
can. What's the point of repair from him though?
So while you use weapons, they kind of deteriorate.
Yeah.
If you sit at a bonfire, they'll heal themselves as long as they have a little bit of durability before you sit
If
down.
it runs out, you're fucked.
Yeah, if you completely
Oh.
break your weapon, you have to go to him to fix it.
Ah.
There are other things in this game that will also need to be repaired.
Yeah.
Oh,
items
and actually,
such.
this blue shield is better than what I have.
That's what I was saying to look at that thing,
Yeah.
because I thought it was better than what you
Yeah,
had.
it's just a little better across the board. No pun intended. Actually, pun intended. Let's go with that. Pun intended.
Yeah,
Nailed
screw
it.
it. I'm taking credit for that.
Fuck it. I earned it. Let me see. Titanite shard 1. What's the cost?
Literally one.
I'm trying.
I wouldn't bother reinforcing any of that garbage shit.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious of where the cost is, just from. But oh, so it's okay. It's the actual number there. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking
Yeah,
along
it's
the
the
sides.
number under
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I was looking along the side. Yeah, whatever.
The
buddy.
other merchant starts selling some decent armor once you get his economy going.
Right. He's basically the source of the armor, and then you go over to this guy.
I gotta say, my just from boosting those stats a little bit, both my meters look considerably larger than they were before.
Also from being human.
Ladies.
If you get my meaning.
Before I go on dates, I go to the Keeper of the Shrine, boost my meters.
Huh.
Yeah, so right now his selection's shitty.
But
when
the
you
more
start
you
buying
buy
stuff,
from him,
he'll
like
have
it's
awful
at certain
more.
levels, once you've spent enough souls with him.
Should I bother
You
with
will
it
get
now,
better
or just
armor
something
sets.
to try grind for later?
It's just something to keep in
yeah.
mind.
Okay, I'll just grind for it later, maybe off camera, so to speak.
If you
I
want,
mean,
can
when you
give
just
the
have a
exact
bunch of
numbers.
souls left over, because we'll hit points in this game where we have nowhere to put souls.
I guess I make one more push. Try to get my souls back and look inside that chest.
Sure.
It's in that chest.
We're at about 150, so I think we can make another push. And
There's some cool stuff down in that area with the ballista.
Yep.
You got one of them, so go get the other one.
okay.